Going, it's me again. I wanted to talk just for a couple of minutes, something that had been on my mind for a little while now, that I would always refer to as the race. For me, I know what it is that I'm heading towards. For everybody else, it's going to be something different, whether it's a personal goal that you've set before yourself, whether it be a business, a dream, a vision, something even, a little bit more personal, family, relationship, children, whatever it is something that you're in a race for. And what I want to say to you is to keep on going and to not give up. What I always think about myself when I'm always referring to this race is the things that I need to do previously. And sometimes you just have to make sure that you take that step out on faith just by tying your shoes to prepare for the race that you're about to run, because that shows that you're ready. You don't know what the outcome is going to be at that point, but you're at least stepping out on faith and say, I got my shoes on. Now it's time to tie them to actually get prepared for this. And after that point, then sometimes you just have to actually decide that it's time to warm up and prepare yourself in whatever way it is. Just like when you're exercising or going on an actual run, there are certain steps. You don't just get out of bed one day and take off running down the street. You put your shoes on, you tie your shoes, you actually warm up and you get prepared. So I just want you to keep on going and to get ready for this race. And I'm looking down because I did have some things written down, because this was just something that, again, that I've been telling myself now for a little while. And I just figured that I would share it with anyone who could possibly get something out of it. So after tying your shoes, after warming up, you have to know where you're headed. Where are you even going? We're not really looking at where you came from, but do you know exactly what it is that you're running towards? You have to make sure that you have that goal in mind, that vision in mind. Make sure you know exactly what you want, because if you don't know what you're wanting that destination to be, then that's going to distract you all along while you're actually on this race. What I always tell myself is that while I'm running, I got to keep the focus. And by keeping the focus with that, I mean, I can't look too far ahead, because I'm the kind of person where when I look too far ahead, I get distracted because how much longer and how much further I have to go before I even get there. So I have to even now remind myself to slow down a little bit and not look too far ahead, because I'll get scared. I'll say, I got a long way to go. This vision that I have in mind could take months. It could take years. Lord forbid, it takes a decade or even decades. So I try not to look too far ahead, and I try to just keep on going. And again, I try to not look back either. If I do look back, it's really just to appreciate exactly how far I've come, but you can't look behind you, because then you'll even stumble and fall when you're supposed to be just focused on going forward. You can look side to side, because it makes you want to keep the pace a little bit, but there's a big difference between being comfortable and being content. And sometimes the issue with even looking side to side is that we just get comfortable and say, what, where I'm at right now, this isn't so bad after all. You can't do that. You can't get content. You have to keep on going, and you have to just trust that there is something else, that's better out there, and don't even get distracted with your current situation that you might think that you're okay in right now. So I just say, whatever it is, again, whatever that vision is, whatever that goal is, you know what it is, I don't. So whatever is the very first thing that came to your mind as soon as I even started talking about the race and that vision, that dream, that goal, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about for you. Again, I know what I'm talking about for me. What am I talking about for you? So please just keep running, keep going, keep pushing. And I'm sure you've all heard the saying before, but sometimes it's like right in that moment when you're getting ready to give up, that's when you don't even realize exactly how close you are. So keep going. And if you have to slow down a little bit to catch your breath, that's fine. Just don't give up. Pick up the pace and keep on going. Drop down on your knees and crawl if you must, but please keep on going. And one of the things that I like, one of my scriptures in the Bible that I realize how I say my scriptures, but something in the Bible that I really do like is, sorry, I couldn't really think of exactly what it was. That was my thinking noise. Hebrews 12:1. And just, in general, it's talking about a race. And obviously I don't have my glasses on, excuse me. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. And let us run with endurance the race that God has set before us. We do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith. Even though it's obviously talking about a slightly different, kind of race, whether it could be talking about a spiritual, talking about a spiritual journey in that scripture. I like, just still for me, I can still tie it into the race that comes to mind for me when I'm talking about this. So hopefully that does something with you, that resonates somehow. Just keep running your race. This is a race that is your race. You're the only one who can run it. So please keep going. Y'all have a good one.